What I will say is that it should come as no surprise, of course, that we have differences and disagreements with the PRC. And the president believes that diplomacy, including this recent trip undertaken by the secretary, is a responsible way to manage tensions, clear up misperceptions, avoid miscalculations, and all of this is in our interest to do that. That does not mean, of course, we will not be blunt and forthright about our differences. You all, I know, tuned in to the Secretary's press conference in Beijing at the conclusion of his trip, where he talked about a number of important issues and the progress that was made in a number of areas in conversations with senior PRC officials. And we look forward to continuing to engage on a number of issues as it relates to the complex relationship that we have with the PRC.
Given what happened during the past 24 hours, the progress that Secretary appeared to have made, do you think that has faded or wasted?
Absolutely not at all. We believe that engagement and dialogue and diplomacy are integral to a number of the issues that we think are important as it relates to our bilateral relationship with the PRC. And there are a number of areas addressing the climate crisis, getting home wrongfully detained American citizens, securing cooperation as it relates to the provision of fentanyl and fentanyl precursors, and defending the economic interests of U.S. workers and companies. Those things happen through dialogue and engagement. And it's also, as I noted in speaking to Jenny's question, it's something that the president also knows and believes is critically important to ensure that there are no miscalculations made and no misperceptions happening. The important thing to remember is that it also should come as no surprise that we have differences and disagreements. The president, the secretary, they believe in diplomacy. They think that this trip that was recently undertaken, it was a responsible way to manage tensions, to clear up misconceptions, to avoid miscalculations, all of which could lead to further risk. But as I said in answering Jenny's question and Jenny's, is that we won't hesitate to call out areas where we disagree or to be blunt and forthright about some of these differences. And of course, one of those areas that the president and the secretary have been clear about is the differences between democracies and autocracies and what they have. So again, I don't think that the president's comments need to be clarified any further or to be interpreted any further, but we've been quite clear about this, and it is consistent with our approach as it relates to the PRC.